myself and Jason have not been friends for a long time because
I was a piece of shit.
Well, he just started to lose it and started to scare me and say weird things where I was like, dude, that's not good. And then he started being aggressive to people, started saying at one point, he said a word to a girl in a gym where I said, dude, if you say that again to somebody, we're not going to hang out. And I could tell that he didn't think it was a big deal. It was like nobody was home anymore. And then I see on the news, police arresting him, putting hands on a woman. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're done in my book, completely.
Yeah.
And then I switched off to everything. And every now and then I'd get an update by the fucking news or something where you're going to prison or you're fighting police or you're.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the whole detail. I just
had a tough time. Yeah.
You did. But you wouldn't take anybody's. You just kept thinking maybe you were right, and you just kept pushing back when it was really your fault, and you had to stop doing whatever you were doing.
In retrospect, very clear that I had severe problems, but at the time, when you're in the middle of it,
and real quick, I didn't know because I would ask you if you're on drugs, and you kept telling me you weren't. So I kept thinking that you really have lost your fucking mind because if you're not on drugs right now, then holy shit, dude, you're gone.
See, way
I wasn't sure which one to believe. I just knew that I couldn't.
The way I had understood it was they were giving me meds.
That's right. You had prescription drugs that were drugs that you can totally.
So I was like,
yeah,
okay. I was like, you know what? These drugs are fixing me.
Right.
And look, that America has a big problem
with it. A little bit of denial there because you knew.
Total denial because when you're caught up in it and you're like just like oozing with drugs through your bloodstream, you're feeling so good. And I thought about this a lot because I sat in a tiny box for many years just going, what the fuck went wrong? Like, how did I get here? Yeah. How did I do this? And I can see clearly that because I was taking prescription medications and I was taking them wrong and they kept giving me them and then they kept giving me new ones to counteract the old ones and then another one. Eventually you just float off. Wow. And you're like not there and your friends are looking at you like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And you feel great.
And then you're in a relationship with the person who was doing drugs as well.
Yeah.
So you're like drugs and alcohol.
So I'm having this weird threesome with the damn drugs, alcohol, and woman.
Right.
And it's like a damn catastrophe.
Just so people know, you're an MMA fighter. You're one of the toughest people in the world. Even if she's attacking you, you have to just take it. And I know that the circumstances are not exactly what everybody thinks, but it's still Jason should have just fucking let her kill him, as far as I'm concerned. And because he's retaliated in any way or tried to hold her down from being attacked, it doesn't make any difference. He's a big, strong guy, and she's a lady, and he's paid the price for it. And being on drugs and being not sleeping and not having anybody help him with his mental disabilities, because he does have them, so do I. But doing all the wrong things instead of the right things, all I saw from the outside was, you're a fucking idiot, and I'm fucking done with you. I didn't think about maybe it wasn't actually Jason's full decision to go down that path, and maybe you had started to take enough drugs where you weren't sleeping enough, and you just didn't. Because I remember you said you talked to some people that don't exist, and were really serious, and I was like, Jesus, dude. Yeah. I don't know how to even talk to you like that.
There's no way. I mean, in a way, there's no way because it is like once you go far out there, once you go to the woods, sometimes you don't come back.
Right. And you're already a scary guy. You had a scary upbringing. You get hit in the head a lot. You've had a dangerous life, dude.
Yeah.
You live a dangerous life. But anyway, he went to jail, everybody, and he lives in a sober house, and he's completely sober. And to me, I just thought I've always loved Jason. He's a dear friend of mine. He's always helped me and shit that you guys will never know about. But if he can really change and not go down the, because I would start to not feel sorry for him if he was to use drugs and alcohol again and maybe not get some sleep and start spracking off in an inappropriate way to somebody that I'd be like, all right, dude, because you're on watch now. It doesn't matter exactly how you got there. You're on fucking watch forever. You have to. So I believe he deserves another chance. It's made me realize a lot of things from being openly bi. I feel like there's people that have sort of shut me out a little bit, and I thought, you know what? I've done that to people that have said things about being extremely religious and it made me realize that I'm closed-minded to other people's lifestyles. So it made me realize that I've written off tons of. That's one of my worst traits is if you fuck with me too much, I write you off, and I hate you, and it's too much. It burns me because I carry it every day. If I see or hear about you, I'm like, motherfucker. But you're doing what you're supposed to do to try and get back on the right track. So I'm here to support 110%.
Hell yeah. Man, that means a lot to me, bro. That hit me right in the feels right there, man. I appreciate that. Well, because, I mean, look, I take responsibility, for the whole fucking episode. And I now, since I can't go back in time and like drag that guy out of his depression and out of his like drinking and then, the prescriptions and just, I can't go back. All I can do now is help my fellow man and pull him up, help that person struggling and kind of pull them up. So I've been doing a lot of that. I work with this place, Pillars Recovery, and try to get people up out of that,
help
and
people
before
with
they go
recovery,
back.
and it helps you with yours, right?
Yeah. So it's awesome.